Hello my friends, my name is Ben with Nerdbot, and this is the Game Beat, the show where we put together the week's most vital gaming news that could just save your life. This week we're doing a special on E3 2016 game announcements, and talking about the ones that matter to us here at Nerdbot. Let's begin. Starting us off for the week, we have some exciting news about Zelda finally. In fact, it's literally the only thing Nintendo brought to the table this year. But we finally have a name for it! The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. A very fitting name based on what we've seen with the whole sea of grass that you're traversing through. We saw a lot of open world gameplay, a lot of inventory management, a lot of exploration. It's looking pretty promising. We still don't know exactly when it's coming out, but I know I for one am quite excited to see it when it does. A lot of fans are lovingly calling it the Zelda Scrolls. Speaking of Elder Scrolls, we have some big news from Bethesda. They announced Elder Scrolls V Skyrim again. They announced the re-release of the Skyrim Special Edition coming soon to PlayStation 4 and Xbox One with enhanced visuals and mod support. Given the popularity of the mods on Xbox One's Fallout 4, should be a pretty good time for gamers and Bethesda alike. Speaking of frozen wastelands, we finally got our first look at the God of War reboot. That's right, we're going from Greek mythology to Norse mythology. We got a big, bad new Viking Kratos and a young boy, presumably his son, that he's leading on an icy hunting expedition. Looks like they finally got the memo that if you're making a game in 2016, you gotta make it The Last of Us. EA finally gave us a look at the gameplay behind their upcoming World War I shooter, Battlefield 1. They hosted a live 64-player match in front of all the world, including famous Battlefield YouTubers and several celebrities, including Zac Efron. So if you ever wanted to see just how good Snoop Dogg was with turn of the 20th century weaponry, it's on YouTube. Ubisoft unveiled some new footage of the upcoming Watchdogs 2. We finally got to see some gameplay of it. We saw some new vehicles, some new gadgets, some new hacking tools, some new weaponry, some new tactics, a new setting of the San Francisco Bay Area, and most importantly, some new characters. The cast of Watch Dogs was really unlikable, so they finally gave us Watch Dogs 2, and somehow the cast is even more unlikable this time around. So Resident Evil 7 got announced, and this is a total reboot for the franchise. It's a first-person, slow, subtle horror game. It actually looks pretty interesting. It's going to be on the consoles as well as the upcoming PlayStation VR. Having played the demo for myself and dealt with the subsequent arguments about the piss stains on the couch with my wife, I can say this one's definitely worth checking out. So, you like Dynasty Warriors? You like Dark Souls? I didn't think so, but I do, so I'm really excited for the new mashup coming in Omega Force's upcoming game, which is based on the Berserk manga franchise. Dark Souls director Hidetaka Miyazaki has said on numerous occasions that Berserk is his single biggest influence for the entire Souls series. So this could be quite an interesting matchup coming up. EA shared quite a bit of information with us regarding the upcoming shooter Titanfall 2, including the fact that this one's gonna have a single-player campaign. That's something that was missing from the first game and bemoaned by many. So rejoice! You get a story campaign this time. Enjoy it for 4 to 6 hours and then never touch it again and spend all the rest of your time on the multiplayer. And if you don't own an Xbox One or a PC, you're in luck. Titanfall 2 is actually coming to the PlayStation 4, unlike the original. EA, baby, you're thinking of the little guys. Thank you, thank you. So some interesting news regarding the upcoming mysterious PS4 exclusive Death Stranding. Because any excuse is a good excuse to depict a half-naked Norman Reedus holding a baby. Given that this is Hideo Kojima's first game since his very controversial split with Konami, we can expect two things. One, this game is going to be batshit and awesome, and two, you can feel free to completely ignore any and all promotional material between now and the release of the game, cause it's gonna have nothing to do with it. Team Ico's upcoming The Last Guardian actually has a release date now. The long-awaited pet bromance simulator will finally be coming October 25th. So join us here at Nerdbot when we cover the game once it finally launches in 2019. So Electronic Arts has been hyping us up for a while about an upcoming Star Wars announcement, and boy did they deliver! Kinda. They didn't tell us anything about any actual games per se other than the fact that they're coming. In fact, they told us that they have no less than 7 studios concurrently working on different Star Wars games. Cause nothing says we know how to handle a beloved franchise's license like running it into the ground. So exciting news for PS1 fans. The beloved Crash Bandicoot trilogy is getting remade for the PlayStation 4 in 2017. Given the recent commercial and critical success of the Ratchet & Clank remake, we have every reason to believe this one's gonna be pretty good. And now for something completely different, Microsoft came out of the woodwork with cross-play, cross-buy, and cross-save compatibility between the Xbox One and Microsoft's Windows 10 game store. Now if you buy a game on one, you get to play it on both, which would be great if you weren't just gonna buy the games for a quarter the price on Steam. And wrapping us up for the week is the big one, the game changer. This announcement is going to change the way we view games forever. My friends, I am pleased to share with you the arrival of the GOATY Bundle. That's right, for $14.99 on the Apple Store, you can now lick, kick, and physic your way through the entire Goat Simulator franchise, anywhere and everywhere. So that's all the gaming news you can't live without for this week. Tune in next week when we finally settle the debate, Xbox One versus PlayStation 4, by seeing which one makes a better weapon against a potential home invader. Until next time, my name is Ben with Nerdbot, and this is the Game Beat.